Thank you very much. Counsel for that meeting. So restrict yourself to that. And if you are quote exactly and next time, see which was referred to by counsel for the respondent.
You can see that here we are 4 of us, but we are 5. The learned Justice Irene Yagonja, Justice of Appeal, is with us via Zoom. And you can see she's online, so we are fully constituted as a panel of 5 judges. Writing the judgment, 2 of our colleagues were elevated to the Supreme Court. And so that collapsed our panel prior to writing and rendering of the judgment. As a result, the panel has been reconstructed, a fresh panel, including 2 other justices, who include the Honorable Lady Justice Eva Luswata and Honorable Mr. Justice Oscar Chihika. I just want to know if any of the parties are opposed to the reconstituted panel, and if you are, please let us know.
I take responsibility as a counsel to say that we have no objection.
Respondents in the National General's Chambers, we have no concern, we have no objection to the panel as it is reconstituted.
Thank you very much. To invite you once again to ask whether you would like to submit on this matter, but meaning that would you like to rely on your other submissions, or do you have fresh submissions you want to give us? So we will get in your submissions, and then we can then set the matter down for judgment.
But we're entirely in the hands of this honorable court as to the procedure of the other rehearing of this matter. All we are interested in is expeditious disposal of the matter. If it's quicker by adopting the submission and it affects no processes whatsoever, we have no problem with that. But my Lord, because now they are new justices of the parliament, if we will be directed to highlight some areas, we'll be glad that because we appreciate that. So just to refresh the court's memory and our memory, and also to update the record, my Lord. It's been a while, over a year, my Lord. Probably we need to have a recap of the submissions, my Lord.
We understand him to mean that he adopts his other submissions. Counsel, for the petitioner, my understanding of your submission is that you will rely on your earlier submissions, which are already on record. And the only highlight that can happen is if judges have something to ask you.
We have 3 sets of submissions, for example. We'd like to confirm indeed if all that is on record, and then we go to this matter. But we'd like to confirm.
And I think from all our files, I see that we do.
Specifically, my Lord, 5 additional submissions, which is unconventional. Now,
it is fair, what you're asking is fair, but let's be quick.
Most obliged, my Lord. The first set of our submission was filed the response last year, my Lord, 2022. Then there was a response by the respondent filed on 10th June. ahead of the hearings scheduled for 16. And then on 15th, we filed a rejoinder. That was the second set now, 15th June. And on the morning of 16th June, when this matter came up for hearing, the respondent filed what they called additional submissions. That was on 16th.
On issue 7.
Yes, on 16th of June last year. And that's prompted us to seek for leave to reply to the same, which it was granted, and on 20th June, we filed supplementary submissions on 30th of June.
Thank you for that clarification. We have all of them.
Respondents, anything to add? Is that correct?
The matter regarding suspension of Rule 115, Rules of Procedure of Parliament. It is your submission that the petitioner was served, was given notice of the city to consider the report of the select committee, I believe it was, or the committee that subjected him to the disciplinary proceedings. Is there any evidence that the petitioner was actually duly served? Because it's your submission that he willfully neglected to attend the proceedings. Can you point out to where there is proper evidence of service?
Your submissions are only 2 pages, aren't they?
Yes, my lord, but we wanted to refer it to an affidavit and they attend at the next time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the reason why I'm asking. Because you're aware that, as you look, you're aware that submissions are not evidence.
My lord, when you look at the hazard of 10th March 2022,
Yeah, it's attached to which affidavit?
refers to the affidavit of the clerk. Well,
David, dated 28th March 2022. Council.
yes, my lord.
Then what is the identity so that we can easily follow and locate it?
actual paragraph.
No, here, you are saying the petitioner was duly notified. What was the form of notification? Annexure C is the order paper. You said that notice of the order paper is given by way of the intranet. And what other procedure? So where is that evidence which you are telling us? Is it part of the evidence you placed here?
My Lord, just to that point, when you go to our submissions, we are relying on the Supreme Court decision in Malema versus Attorney General.
Yes, as you see.
Yes. that is-
My Lord, it is contained in the affidavit and in the annexure 10 March. That's what we are trying to find. We are finding the actual paragraph. Because it was addressed in the House, that the honorable member was invited and he chose not to come. It is on the record of the answer. That's why we're struggling to pinpoint that particular line.
For us, we are looking for the actual invitation or methodology used
The
to
nature of
invite.
the nature of service.
See, it's an important point. Because what was happening in Parliament was really a proceeding to decide whether or not this particular individual was going to be dropped from the position. So he was entitled to a fair hearing. So we want to
But we got the order paper and the answer to program.
Okay. Thank you.
Allow me now formally.
Is your microphone on?
Allow me now notify the court that Councilor Kiza is viewable.
Thank
And
you.
can now proceed.
Now we can see him. Thank you.
What's your that, my lord? My lord, there are pleadings on record of this matter. And on record, we want to state factually there is no evidence suggesting that the petitioner was ever notified of those proceedings from the commission. There is no communication that was filed. Or in any way alluded to in the affidavit of the Black Party. Didn't mention anyway that there was such any communication. So there is no notice. Yet the rules require that a formal notice be made, as we had earlier indicated in our submission. There should be a formal notice which should be brought to his attention. And within 14 days before the motion is moved, that is as far as the rules are concerned. 14 days. And the speaker is required 5 days before the proceedings. 5 days before the proceedings under Rule 100. People one.
Council, aren't you going, aren't you repeating your already written submissions?
Most of that in my way. But we just wanted to point out that particular rule. 3412.
It's in your submission.
Most of that. But now specifically on the order paper, let me just address you on the issue of the order paper, which my land friend made reference to, Annexure C. My lord, the closer we look at that Annexure C, the order paper mentioned in Rule 37, paragraph 37, of Honorable of Westgate's affidavit. 37, it's paragraph 37.
Is it 34?
34 rather.
Yes, please.
In the affidavit of the petitioner, he also mentions about the same in paragraph 37.
Right.
And it is annexed as annexure C.
Right.
When you look at item number 5, specifically on that particular issue, on that particular order paper, annexure C, to the affidavit of the Honorable Zaake. That
Honorable Adolf.
no, Honorable, now I'm looking at it's the same document.
So we can look at so we can look at either.
Yeah, either, yes.
Yes.
I was making reference to that specific one. Annexure C. That item number 5. This is what how it reads. Motion for resolution of Parliament under Rule 110 of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament of Uganda and Section 5 of the Administration of Parliament Act. Mover, Honorable Martin Mapenduzi, MP, Badege Laibu Division. Seconder, the names are mentioned there. This particular order paper does not specifically state the person who was the subject of the proceedings, who was going to be removed. It's silent. It doesn't mention our client. So how would one tell that it made reference to the Honorable Zaake? And they are not talking about the report of the committee, the Honorable Cartoon report, the Rules, Discipline and Privilege Committee, which had investigated the Honorable Zaake.
Just take us back to, you are referring to whose affidavit? Because it's not the same document.
It appears
If annexure C to Adolf Mwesige's affidavit is completely different then.
No difference, my lord, to annexure C to the affidavit in support of the petition.
Of the petition.
Yes.
So it's not the same document.
But that is...
When you look at the one we have.
Because when you are referring to item number 5, this is completely different.
Completely different. So is it a different order paper?
But this is the order paper for the proceedings of that day. The one I'm referring to, my lord. 15th of February. That is annexure C to the affidavit in support of the petition.
But the one for Honorable Adolf Mwesige is for Thursday, 10th March 2022. Thursday, 10th March 2022. Annexure C.
Annexure C.
You see, your things are not numbered, so you can find your annexure C.
But Council, I think let's also move systematically. It is Honorable Adolf who said that your client had been duly notified. Council, are we together?
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
I can repeat because I can see you have divided the attention.
I'm so glad, my lord.
It is Honorable Adolf Mwesige who said in paragraph 34 that your client had been duly notified. So that was our area of interest. Notification, mode of notification. And Council, so they had the burden to prove that. And Council has told us that it is in annexure C. So in your response, we would expect you to restrict yourself to that. You know, in response, you don't have an open-ended space to raise whatever you want. You are restricted to what our Council for that agenda. So restrict yourself to that. And if you are quote exactly annexure C, which was referred to by Council for the respondent.
And in light of the fact that they've made a certain admission.
They've already admitted.
Do you need to reply?
Number 8. Was about the debate on the report of the Faculty Committee, not the motion of
Are we together?
But they do. Yes.
The copy I have indicates that this is a motion for adoption of the report of the Standing Committee on Rules, Privileges and Discipline on the inquiry into allegations of misconduct and misbehavior made against Honorable Francis Zaake.
Yes,
What do we have?
This is our submission, my lord. That's why we are saying there were two processes, two parallel processes. So this particular notice was referring to the process being handled by the Honorable Kapungu Committee. But there was also a substantive motion which was being processed by the Honorable Mapenduzi.
Okay.
And it's not the one referred to here. And it's the one that resulted in his removal from office. That is our
Thanks for that
submission.
clarification.
My lords,
Yes. You,
I'm proceeding for removal of a commissioner of parliament.
maybe, Council, you want to tell us how they're related?
Yes, that's why I'm getting
A motion,
My lord, the provisions for removal of a commissioner of parliament are in Rule 110 of the Rules of Procedure.
This is a fact just we're interested in.
It's a matter of fact.
What is the relationship between these other two matters? You are restricting yourself to what has been raised by
because
Honorable
your
Republic.
What are the facts giving rise to this petition? I don't think the rules will help you. I think the you either have the knowledge
What's the difference or similarity between the two,
Between the two,
as raised by your counsel, your colleague?
once a member of parliament moves a motion under the rules, it is referred to a committee for investigation.
Yes,
And that committee then reports to the House.
yes.
And then, on the basis of the findings of that committee, a decision is taken. And therefore, the motion by General Mapenduzi was considered by the House in February, the answer he was referring to, referred to the Katundu Committee, which reported back on 10th March, and the motion was moved for the removal of Zaake from being commissioner on the basis of the findings of that report. The report is attached to the affidavit as Annex A. And I would invite my lords to look at pages 13 to 14. It details how Honorable Zaake was afforded a hearing and he refused to heed to those calls. But I invite court to look at Rule 27, where notice of business is given in advance to all members. And as such, Honorable Zaake was aware that the report touching his presence of the commission was going to be debated on that day.
thank you very much.
We will consider all your submissions, which were already on record, and judgment will be given on notice. There will not be much delay. Thank you very much.
Once again, sorry for the previous delay. This time around, it won't be as long as that.